Welcome to day 6 of saving my Comanche. So today we are back outside, and we are going to start off by checking on the floor pan. So, now that it's all dried up, we can take a good look at it, and it's all looking really good and like it's sealed, so that's good. All right, so now we are going to officially test it, because the whole thing, the biggest issue with putting all of this in was trying to find a place to stand straddling this center frame rail in the trans tunnel, where you're going to put some weight on it. Let's see if she holds. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's not even moving. That is solid. I really didn't. This isn't. That just moved directly into my foot. But if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I don't really want to fix that today. Just because I spent so much time working on it yesterday, and I have so much more to do, I don't feel like it. So we are going to be tackling wiring, because what's better than rust repair? Wiring. So unfortunately, whenever I was taking the old wiring harness out, I cut one wire, and it just so happened to be a ground. So fingers crossed I don't actually need that. Hopefully it was just something for like the airbags or something, because that's what this goes to, is the airbags. And clearly I'm not gonna have airbags in this, because why would it make sense to build something that's built to be beat on that also has airbags? That doesn't make any sense. Now today is a lot less destructive, I hope. No promises, fingers crossed, a lot less destructive. So I think that what the plan is that we are going to do things correctly today. I think so. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Basically, we're gonna take the grinder and just cut this. I'm just kidding. I got a Phillips head, taking it out the right way. So I do actually plan on keeping these, not necessarily the speakers themselves, but the housings, because I think that it'd be really, really nice to be able to have some halfway decent audio in here. I'm thinking Pioneer, Kicker, whatever. I think that would sound really, really good coming from this interior that's questionable at the moment, but is gonna look a lot better. One thing that I do have to figure out in the future though, and I think that I might just Lexan it, is that I have these massive spiderweb cracks all along the windshield. Specifically on the passenger side, so not an immediate concern, because I don't need to look out of the passenger. I don't need to look out of that. Not very important. I just kind of need all of this, but in the future I'm kind of thinking Lexan. So I went ahead and I removed both of the sets of seat belts because they were cut anyways, and I don't plan on using them. I would much rather be running a harness in a Jeep like this, because some of the trails that I've been on have been a little bit sketchy, and I don't really think that a seatbelt would do much for me. So I went ahead and I removed those, and the harness is now completely out. So I'm going to go take this to the dumpster, so this is what's left of the interior makings of a Comanche wiring harness that I have personally stripped down, ready for an LS swap, of course. And I have a few other pieces that I have to pick up, but these are going straight to the dumpster because they are completely useless. So then this is the new wiring harness that's going to be getting in it. Yes, I do know that it's a lot more wires. And yes, I do know that I probably won't use it all. I don't really care. But I'm going to cram that entire harness inside of here. Now, I was really, really concerned that I was going to have to drill holes because it has these hard lines. Now, what's nice about these hard lines is they're not very long, almost like it was meant to be in a Comanche. They also all went up front, so I really think this is going to fit wonderfully. So right out of the gate, I noticed a problem, and that is that the e-brake kind of seems like it's in the way. Now, with the Cherokees, the e-brake handle is over here. I don't really care about an e-brake. I would like one, but it's not that important to me, so I do have to get rid of all this, because this harness has to go right there. Alright, so now that we have the e-brake out of the way, I kind of have to, thankfully it was cut, so it was super easy to get. But now that we have the e-brake out of the way, we can kind of have an idea, and what I'm hoping for is that I can use one of these studs. I don't know, I'll play with that here in a little bit, but I'm hoping that I can use one of those studs to mount this harness, and then this one kind of just sat up here as is. That hole is a little bit bigger, which is super awesome, because we have to squeeze the box about the same size as this plug through that, and I think that we'll be able to do that just fine. So I'm gonna finish routing the rest of this harness, and we're gonna see how it looks, and I'll keep you guys posted on the issues that I come across, because I guarantee you there's gonna be a few. All right, so because we're not worrying about focus, since we're not worrying about wiring the taillights up yet, I just kind of have that hung up right now. We have this nicely sorted out towards the bottom of the floorboard, and now we have to tackle this side where we're going to do the same thing. Now, this isn't going to hinder us from installing the rest of the floor, and that is the whole reason that I went ahead and I did that one. I made sure that I got that one done, is because I planned on doing the wiring today anyways. So now that that floor pan is in, I can put this wiring harness up. I could plug that into the fuse panel that I put up a few days ago, and the rest of this is going to kind of be scrunched up back here before I put the carpet down. I also found this little weld right here. Not really sure why they did that. I don't see a point, but it's there. And then there's another spot over here. Again, don't really see the point, but it's there. And another one there. So, I mean, there's probably some form of rhyme or reason for this, but I just couldn't tell you. Now, I do want to point this out for anyone that might be thinking of doing the same thing. The clips for the hardline harnessing on the 99 Jeep Cherokee, that is an obd2 Cherokee, clip directly into the holes and get covered by the same panel. It is the exact same right here. Very easy to make something for that. Very easy to make something for that. This all clips into place, and this is just gonna kind of have to live ugly, but it's very doable. Like, everyone was telling me that this was gonna be one of the hardest things that I've ever done, and yes, this project absolutely is one of the hardest projects that I've ever done, but the wiring's not that bad. It was honestly harder getting it out of that than it was getting it into here. And I think that I might finish this wiring with enough time to get back to the flooring, which would be so amazing, just so that way I can go ahead and I can put carpet down. That'd be wonderful. Then just like that, for the most part, the wiring is done. I mean, by the wiring is done, I kind of just mean the harnessing. We have the bottom rails ran on both sides, connected in. We even ran over the headliner, so that way we would have the lights that come on the, I can't believe that I just forgot what they're called. The sun visors, that's what they're called. So we have the lights for the sun visors already dropped down. Now, I did have to go through and I had to modify a few things. So in order to get this to stay up here, I had to drill a hole here and I had to drill a hole here, so that way the tabs would snap into place and this would stay up. Now, there was initially a light on my Cherokee. I won't be doing that, so I kind of just tucked that away for right now. So I'm a man of my word, and we are gonna try to get one more floor pan done today. All right, so I have another floor pan cut out, as I said that I would. We are going to go test fit it to see if it needs any more trimming. As it turns out, my Dremel tool cut this better than the grinder did, which is crazy. So we are going to see how it looks. So it actually fits really, really nicely. You can kind of see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill it out, and then I'm going to see if I can get some more of those self-tappers. Or actually, you know what? No, I can fit the rivet in here. But overall, it was a really good day. It did wind up getting a little bit chilly. That's why you see me with the hoodie on. We got a hole fixed, another big hole. So now it is officially safe to stand in the passenger side if need be whenever we go to put the dash in. There's still 1, 2, 3 holes, I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that there's 3 more holes. We got the big one over the frame rail, and then we have the 2 little ones that sit towards the front near the firewall. We also got all of the wiring installed today, so it is fully harnessed up. Once we get these other holes fixed, we can officially put carpet down. I also have to find some places for some grounds to go. I just want to make sure that everything is grounded properly. And it looks like I'm missing a few plugs from the fuse panel, and then we can officially put the dash in. With the dash in, then we can put the gauge cluster and all of the accessories and hook all of the accessories up, and then the interior will be done. The interior will be done. And I think that I'm also going to go through and I'm going to swap the white doors over to the red Jeep, just because I have a key for them. and the harnessing's there where the harnessing was cut on the other ones, and they're not bent. So it'll kind of look goofy, but it'll be together, and that'll be really nice. Overall, this is day 6 of saving my Comanche, and I did remember we have 24 days left, and then we drive it, 26 days, 24 days, sorry. And as always, if you are starting this series from this video, go back, watch the other videos to see where it came from to what it is now, and to see the process of work that I've done. Overall, keep an eye out for day 7. I will be posting tomorrow.